Hello and welcome to DA Shopping Corner, my Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner. We are so excited that you are here today, and we have an awesome little show in store for you. We're starting with many different types of paintings. Some we're going to do progressive painting. That's right. So some we're going to show you raw, just literally did it 24 hours ago, not finished, but it's starting out. And so we want to show you how much we put into this, how much of us goes into our work, and how much when we're doing it, we're inspired by people, places, and things. So today we have two dynamic inspirations. One is our assistant, Charmaine Van Dyke. Yes, I'm throwing her out there. She works so hard for us diligently. She does great work and background. And so we were trying to give her a little surprise. She had said she wanted work a while ago, and we just couldn't find that place. Her painting is a prophetic painting. And I talked to you last week about prophetic, but that's basically inspired by God and unctioning from the Holy Spirit, right? And so we were just praying and, just our average everyday kind of prayer. And I just felt the unction, just a press. Have you ever felt like a tingling press inside? And that's how it was. It was a press. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can do her painting now. I was like, what in the world? Why did it take so long? And you know what? A lot of times when God is talking to us, yep, this is going to be our inspiration moment. We starting with it. A lot of times when God is talking to us, we get in the way because we have an idea of what we think is supposed to look like. So we do have like an order of how we do what we do, right? Just to make sure. So this is our welcoming welcome you to it, to DA Shopping Corner. And it's also letting you know that we are about to show you some items. We try to start out with saying we're going to do our welcome. We're getting ready to do our mission statement. So, a destiny assignment, which stands for DA, is all about, right? We're doing the shopping corner now, but we also do live. We also do recorded speaking engagements and different things that you can see when you scan Rethink. All right. Okay, so let's get started. We want to breeze through our mission statement really quick. So let's just go over it. We recognize destiny. We recognize as destiny, believing in your greatness, challenge and train you for your God-given destiny dream, supporting the dream with finances and networking, graduating leaders, owners, and upcoming entrepreneur with good business sense, fair justice, honor, and integrity, paradigm shifters who strategically change branches of society for the better. Woo, a mouthful. So basically, we're Destiny Assignment Training Center. We're putting on our hats today on here using our God-given gift, right? We're prophetic. Got to even say we're Dr. Hannah Burgess. Excuse me, excited today. And so that doctor comes with prophetess too. So we tend to be very prophetic. And so a lot of things we're doing, 90% of what we're doing here today is prophetic. It's inspired by the Lord. You don't have to be a Christian to believe that God talks, that angels walk. Hey, my God, you don't have to be. You just have to be someone that knows how to connect in your heart and realize that there's something greater than you. There is God, God of Abraham, God of Jacob. Yeah. I just start all the time. I start lots of trouble. Okay, so that was our mission statement. When you preach and you speak and you get an audience, sometimes you got to pull yourself in and stay focused. Everybody say, stay focused, Doc, stay focused. Okay, so I want to pull out three pieces. I'm so excited about these pieces. So one is an unveiling that Miss Charmaine is either she's going to turn her head and walk away or she's going to see her own stuff. All right, I think she left the room. I think she wants it to be a surprise. And so this is just the unveiling. This is just the start part. So this part is a little different because I'm going to have to grab it. It's straight off the canvas. And I really wanted you guys to get an essence of when I do different things. One is this what I'm getting ready to show you straight off the canvas, as raw as it gets. This part right here is when the canvas is already on the board and it's already kind of pressed and it's already stretched and fitted to that backboard, right? But this is before canvas, before it's stretched and pressed and all that. So I kind of put it together with some bits and pieces. Now, normally I would not do what I'm getting ready to do, which is just hold it up. But unfortunately, it won't hang on there. So this is like my closest representation. So this is called, just so she won't hear, it's called No Breach Between Us. No Breach Between Us. And so I'm not going to go into too many of the details. I know we can see the ruggedness. I'm trying to make sure we can see the ruggedness of it. And so at first it starts out as just an impression of colors, an impression of imprints. This started actually as just a smack on the board. Like I just put some colors on the board and I just sat there until the colors formed an idea and a thought. And that's when I started painting, and that's when I started bringing it together. So no breach between us, right, is of course going to be symbolic of the first two figures you hear and the predominant only figure, right? And so there are so many surprises in this piece. Hopefully you guys can see a good image of it. We're going to be putting it up piece by piece, week by week. You're going to travel with me with this piece and the identification of it. I don't want to spoil what is in that piece. So trying to get it a little bit better here. I don't want to spoil what's in this piece, but there are some portions of it that can be overwhelming once you look at it. So I'm going to let it go. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I just think about it. No breach between us. What does that look like? At the time we finish, it will look just like this. Just like this. Okay, so that's raw canvas. I've got pins on it. I got all kinds of stuff working out over here in the back. And I did that because sometimes when we see the development stage, we can understand it a little bit. No breach between us has to do with a lot to do with relationships and where we are today in this time. I talk to people all the time and they're concerned about marriages and what it says it's going to be. Women don't trust men, men don't trust women. Some of us have stories that we've told and journeys that we walk through with men or women, and we're walking with those bruises and those scars. And paintings like this can penetrate where you are and find you. I'm talking to husbands and wives even. As we dispel these paintings, different portions of it is going to talk about different portions of love. A lot of our paintings now, what we're going to do is do it as a theme representation. So I want you to understand that today's theme is relationship, love, the love walk. Let's just call it the love walk. Many pieces and participles that take us and get us to where we need to be to say, I love you, and know what those words mean and stick to those commitments. So we started out with no breach between us. Okay, walk with me, walk with me. Of course, there's no price yet because I haven't finished. All right, so next, rolling out. Here we go. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit today. So I have this piece right here. I want to just kind of go over it a little bit. This one I love. It's called The Crooked Straight. Okay, let's look at it. So the crooked straight is the way the description reads is a blend of tears for roads not taken, with laughters, joys, orchestrated within the melody of future hopes. Let the lines, rough edges walk you into a better tomorrows. And the reason why we went with this a second is because these roads today are leading to love, right? And so we know that sometimes love can be crooked, okay? It seems misplaced and disfigured. When I did this and I laid out the pinkish background, I had no clue because I was trying to figure out how in the world am I going to be able to show what I need to show to the audience, right? How am I going to be able to make them understand that off of pink, I built it? And then I had the thing about, I want a man or a woman to buy this. So what is a man thinking about, just this sweet little background? And so the colors just started coming. They blended in. You'll see a lightish kind of heavenly blue, and with the pink line indicators in between. I always use most of the time some form of red, right? One variation or the other, one of my favorites. And the reason why is because when you look at red, it symbolizes the blood and life and expectancy, and it symbolizes things that were harmful or hurtful, bad memories, death, hurt, pain, right? But as Christians and just believers, we believe. I am a believer, we believe, right? So it reminds me of Christ and his blood and the blood that he shed because he loved us, right? Before we changed, before we even cared about him, he loved us first. And talking about love, so why not have the ultimate love in our life spoken about, right? And so it reminds me. So you'll see the green where there's some really kind of what they seem to be easy places in life. And then you'll see the edges of the blue and then the red, right? And these things are representing a form of peace. The red can be representing peace with struggle, right? Because now the red is costing something. When blood is gone, when the Bible says no greater love than this, than a man would lay down his life for his friend. So that detailed itself, that reminds us of the journey of love. Oh, I love that. So don't let me get started on pieces. I would go through every single color. That would be a problem, right? And so the crooked straight is running today at $150, right? And if you order before the end of this show, I am going to put it down to $75, half off, half off. Someone that was on last week was like, "What are you doing? You're just taking this and sending it off for all kinds of prices." It's all right. $75, half off if you call before the end. Now, call would be 518-867-0164. Or if you don't want to call, all right, and you feel like you just want to get to that internet real quick, go to Destiny Assignment / Rethink TV. I was going to say Destiny-assignment.com for our website, but it's going to get you quicker. You'll get our page. You'll be able to order 1, 2, 3. It's done. And then we'll be able to send it off. We're asking that, remember, we're shipping. So give us at least 2 weeks, okay, for anything we're shipping to you. So again, it is Destiny Assignment / Rethink TV. All right. And what is this? Y'all remember? The crooked straight. That's what it is. All right. We're going to browse on through. I have another surprise. This one is a piece that I'm working with. Okay, it is not finished at all. Okay, it's one of my layered pieces. And when it's actually finished, we will keep it up like this. Okay, so that you can see more detail. And this is our expose. Everybody say, ooh, I'm exposing this today. This is also for someone in particular. This is for Rethink TV. Yep, not finished, but I do promise by next Sunday, I will show you the complete finished piece. So you saw it at canvas level. Okay, you saw another one totally finished, the crooked straight. Remember, if you want that painting just saw, the crooked straight, put it on your order form. And so this piece right here, this is Rethink TV, and this is called the Information Highway. This piece, by the time we've finished all the dynamics of it, it will be clearly seen as the Information Highway. And I'm the first one. Yep, I'm stepping out there loud and clear. And we're saying that Rethink is going very far, right? It's going to be so well known that it is going to be known as like an information highway. It's going to get network power. And within that network power, there is going to be things that Rethink is going to say that no other network is saying. Yeah, woo, that's a lie, right? We're just starting. How dare us? Yeah, we dare today. Yep, we dare. Yep. Rethink TV under Apostle Darcy Burgess, right? The dream that God gave her, destiny assignment, believes in dreamers. And so we're 110% with her, right? But we're not saying this because we like her or we're 100 or we're here on the stage and so on the network or the app so that we can get props. I tell people all the time, when I'm prophetic, I'm just not that nice, right? Yeah, it just comes based on the Spirit of the Lord. So just like with Charmaine, I just felt that unction and I knew I could start painting and working on her true prophetic painting, something God wanted her to hear, right? And see. So I knew that. It's the same thing with this. I was up so late last night, painting and painting. I started yesterday and I could not stop over and over and over and over. I kept painting and hallelujah. I'm just so excited. I know this is business. We're going to keep it business, but you know what? Every once in a while, it's like somebody working at their job and they're allowed to put on some music and they're fine. They're typing, they're doing the work that they're supposed to do. And then their song comes on and they look back and forth and then they get excited and they blurt it out. Or they make a sound because even though they're doing business, they have a love and I have a love. And yeah, you know it by now. It's the love of God, right? Right. So the Lord just put in my heart that this would be an information highway and that I was to depict it in prophetic art. And so we're going to tear it up a little bit more, break it down. We got some surprises coming, but by next Sunday, everybody say next Sunday, I want you here for the complete unveiling of Rethinks TV, prophetic, did I say prophetic? Yeah, inspired by God artwork, right? And this artwork is called the Information Highway because she will get quality people, right? More and more and more until this network is only about the tangible quality people that have stood the test of time and know how to put the proper information in. I will be giving prophetic information, things that we see, and we will embark on it together on this journey right here at Rethink TV, Information Highway. People will turn and want to look and hear what's going on in the news, what's going on in the forecast, what's going on in the prophetic realm, what's going on, what is the new word of the Lord, what is God saying now? Oh, what's going on with sales, what's going on with the benefits? My goodness, information is being out, and that's why you see the lines going this way, then they're coming that way, and they're kind of jagged. It's not looking pretty, right? By the time it's finished, it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be dastardly, right? It's going to be out there. It's going to be out of the box, right? Yeah. And this is dedicated to Rethink TV, right? And so she asked me a while ago when she's getting started, and I started a piece, I stopped, the connection kept seeming to break on and off. The other piece was Charmaine's. The reason why it was on and off with her is because there's a revelation in her piece that we will unveil at the end. Reason why it was with Darcy is because even Apostle Darcy, even though we saw, we looked at things a certain way and saw that, this is good and this can happen and this quality TV can happen and I see that happen. And I was excited about it. But I couldn't see the full picture. I couldn't see enough of the picture to be able to put colors and blends. And that's why you'll see parts of gold inlaid in this. And that's why you'll see an orange as a highlight. That's why you see the smoothness of the brown, even close to pavement and dirt. Okay, because we're starting from ground level. Great way to do something. That's right. And so this is the information highway, a prophetic painting that says before it's said and done, it will be an information highway. People will trust what's being said right here, right now. Rethink TV. Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah. How much you'll find out. Yeah, how much are we selling this for? You're going to find out when we pose it to Rethink TV. Now, we're taking a little break, commercial break. I usually call it our thinking moments for positive change. Thinking moments for positive change. But, excuse me, we are kind of shifting, right? Because we want to know exactly where the move is for us to speak, minister, sell, kind of wave these things in, right? Okay, so what we're going to do, instead of just doing the thinking moment for positive change, which we kind of started when we first started in our welcome, we threw it in there, right? We are now going to go to our prophetic moment. Okay, our prophetic moment is great because we're going to use some inspirations by our different paintings afterwards. But the prophetic moment now is coming through us offering you two services. If you would like to hear a challenging and prophetic word, right? We give you prophetic poetry. I need to borrow you for a second. Prophetic poetry. But if you have a topic that you would just like us to expound on, we will write you out a poem. It takes us 2 minutes. We'll get it all written out for you. Now, when we do it this second, of course, we'll take your order. How do we do the order? You guys know by now. Destiny Assignment / Rethink TV, or as it's up, destiny-assignment.com. Right there, order phones. I have my phone here waiting for that call. And it won't so much ring here, but it gives me that prompt, that notification prompt. So I'll see that. We have Charmaine standing by. She'll be actually looking at some of the orders as they come in as well. So that's one of the things. And then the other thing is it gives you pricing right there, $30, $25, depending on what you're choosing today. And then we have our shipping about 2 weeks. We actually for about 2 weeks to get that shipped out to you. So while you guys are deciding what you would like to do, well, I would like to prophetic poem. I feel like I want to be inspired today, and you may be someone that's I don't know all about this prophetic poetry stuff. I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Some of us may be wanting to challenge it. Great, we love challenges here. Destiny Assignment Training Center. One thing we teach in Destiny Assignment Training Center is that when you're out there, you put everything you have into whatever your gift is. And if there's challenges and life presents challenges, you stand on those challenges, right? So we're ready for you. right here, right now. This is the prophetic moment. This is the poetry moment. This is poetry time. DA Shopping Center poetry time. Either you want it through prophecy, where you know it's inspired, or you just want a specific topic. You're going to go to that site, or you're going to call that number and get with us, or you'll use the QR code. Just scan in, it'll pop you right to the order form without a problem. Okay, so we want to give you some time to be able to do this and just go there. So I'm going to ask Charmaine in the background, you know, that hidden voice. One of these days, when I have to pull her up here so she can just show you, say hi, yeah, so you can see who she is. I did that last week. Oh yeah, that's right. She did kind of say hi last week. That wasn't long enough, right? Yeah, we need to do it again. All right. So we're gonna ask the voice in the background. If you didn't see her last week, can you think of something or something that can just get us started, rev us up?
I was supposed to be the one to suggest.
What?
I don't remember what she said though.
She's thinking, guys.
Yesterday was silent. The last time was silent something. I don't remember. Building Destiny.
Oh, now she's trying to be nice to us today, guys, because she came up with a topic, Building Destiny. And what are we? Destiny Assignment Training Center with our shopping corner hat on. DA Shopping Corner. Okay, Building Destiny. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stop. That is exactly how it works for me. I step up in a beat of destiny. I never thought that I could be free. I never thought that I had something to give. I never understood the path that I walked or why I lived. 1, 2, 1, 2. Stop. That's how it's happened for me. In a second and a split of a moment, I had an epiphany. I started understanding that there is purpose within destiny. At first, it just started like it was a word. It birthed into me something I never deserved. I saw things differently. I was inspired and enriched. I found that I could conquer things I've never conquered before. I could paint, I could draw, I could write, I could sing, I could dance, I could perform. I could be anything. As high as the mountaintop and as deep as rivers flow. I was someone I never knew before. Once I started building with hope and faith and justice and peace, once I started building with teams and encouraging and text and understanding, once I started building the road that I've never walked before, the things I've never talked in before, once I looked in the mirror and I realized I was set free because I was building the blocks that I stood on every day called destiny. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Did I skid it in there? We do this, guys. Anybody that knows about poetry, we did this. And I got a little bing. Thank you so much for the one to do that. Thank you. I got a little bing. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, we had an order last week. Let me see if I have that with me. Maybe Charmaine can help me. Do you think you can go on to my email and get Waiting for Victory? Last week, I did do, thank you, Marika. All right, one of the people that ordered last week is looking now, and they said she feels free for us to recite Waiting for Victory. And it was a topic. She wanted an actual topic done, and I did do a topic for her last week. So, Waiting for Victory. Do you have mine? It would be in my email last week. I sent it out to her. You can go into sent. Okay, because I did have it in paper form. Okay, I did have it in paper form, but I'm going to We're going to kind of lean in, guys. So y'all have a little patience with us. This was something that one of our viewers are saying do right now. So we're improvising. Let's see if our computer helps us. Don't y'all love computers? Because sometimes they help you and sometimes they slow you down. Okay, I don't know. It's not allowing me to click in. Give me one more second, guys. I'll go in a different way if I can't get it that way. Yeah, it's not allowing me. So let's go around and just go to the document itself. And thank goodness we can do that. Okay, everybody time me. Come on, 10, 9, 8. Y'all give me a countdown. We working it out here. Give me a countdown. Okay. 5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
grab one.
and we're here. Hi. Again, she tests me. Charmaine, she tests me. All right, here we are. So waiting on victory. Apologize, Marika. Waiting on victory. So, I know I'm not supposed to do it this way. I just don't know how to hold it up any other way, guys. Let's put it, I'm going to go ahead and sit right down and read this. Okay. Okay. Waiting on victory. This is something we did in about 2 minutes and we sent it out to her. It is finished as the blood fell from the well of his soul, stretched as rubber to a fire, unquenchable pain. What of his smell? The rags but tattered, the skin more than torn. For love, he was maimed and disgraced, stained with it, like the blood warm. Loving people in those hours watched, cried, or hissed. But as the clock, unseen to him, struck 9, his journey to die just begins. Death was awaiting the solitude of his last breath, surrounded by others, changing too, with their meager stories to tell. In the pesky death of his blood still, quenched by raw thirst to remind him of the dryness of their hearts and the luster of their love wax cold. He didn't reach down to speak to them, asking for help. He hung, not looking up or praying for a way out past Gethsemane. He knew what he'd have to do all alone. So at the final hour, those in less pain asking, what must they do? Ciphered from him wisdom, guiding them into death's banks. Yet none could bless him. None carried his unlawful charge. He alone spoke up to say, Father, forgive them for what they do. Broken but not empty, hung. And wrung to dry out, waiting for the inevitable. Couldn't be held off any longer. He surrendered himself into Abba's hands in the rapture of his death. Unjust sorrow, it was then his prayers were answered as night froze and death came to light. It was then the whole world realized, as soon you will die already. You are not waiting for victory. You're just not dead yet. Die to what you've prayed for. and resurrect the miracle, just like Jesus did. You have gone through every other step. Come, now do it. Die. It is victory. Victory awaits you. Woo! That was close, guys. That was close. That was close. Goodness, that was close. That was close. We don't know how we pulled that one off. That was so close. Jesus. That was close. Whew. Okay. Rika, thank you for that challenge, that helpful challenge. Hopefully that stirs y'all up a little bit. So in the beginning of this poem, it depicted what? It depicted the journey of Jesus Christ, the shedding of his blood, the unjust charges against him. And all through the hours of his crucifixion, he was waiting. He was waiting for victory. Yes, he was waiting for victory. And so we took those pieces and just spawned it out, what people saw as they looked at him, how some were crying for him and some were hissing, yeah, let him die. Yeah, wow. Didn't commit a sin. You know the story. If you don't, you're about to find out, because he didn't commit a sin. He was unjustly hung. He was unjustly charged. And here he is, spread out on that cross, waiting for victory. But what it's ended up, got to turn it around a little bit and say, okay, Jesus got his victory because he died. He gave it up. And some of us, stubborn, hard-headed, want to do it our ways, trying to figure it out, are just tired, desperate, hoping. But we didn't get that flash yet that's saying, you got to let it go, die. In death, you can't hold on to anything, right? So you had to let it go. And so I love that about Marika. True reader, definitely. True reader. Hey, okay. So, you know, I got to give her a shout out. All right. What? All right. Let's shout out for Marika. She's an author for the second time. Thank you, Charmaine. There you go. I needed that voice. All right. What is it? Don't Call Me Love. All right. All right. You've got to get this book. Come on, go on to Amazon, go ahead and get it. Yes, I got to say it. So, of course, when she hears poetry, she'll link into it. It's true reader. I call people like that a true readers, people that'll read a book, that can get some words that are inspired and that will inspire, right? And that's what we need. Woo, 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 woo. In our prophetic moment today and poetic moment today. I just want to do one quick one. Come on, just give me a simple one, Charmaine. I feel revved up with this. Just throw something out there and we're going to do a little tangible move.
Another poetry?
Yeah, poetry. Yep. What you got?
It's not just a job.
Oh! It's not just a job. I qualify for it. It's not just a job. I understand. I'll never quit. I was born to do this. I was born to teach. I was born to preach. I was born to tell the world of everything they possibly could understand, things that they've never acquired before, the rhythm, the beat, the tangible move of what they see and how they do. I'm the person that in a job have been bruised, sometimes confused. Oh, I haven't been decorated, wouldn't be celebrated. Everybody's passing me on. But I know that this is more than a job for me. I have the dedication. I've decided to be free. I know inside of me, I wrap myself up and pack myself in. I pat myself down and raise myself up. I make the stand all by myself. I feel like I'm in a land of people that don't understand my wealth. But that's all right. I see it today. I'm greater than what you thought I could be. You can't put me at bay and you can't stop me because this is more than a job for me. Woo! Okay. This is DA Shopping Corner. We love to do things new. Okay, we're gonna go on. Oh, thank you, Charmaine. Woo, she felt that flow with me. I love when people can flow. Oh, okay. So we're ready. We are coming into rounding it up. So we're going to get a couple more pieces in. We're going to put in at least one thinking moment for positive change. But Wait a second. This piece is my piece. I love this piece. I love this piece. Okay, so this piece is such an exceptional piece. Let me explain. This piece is called the scaffolding. And I know I'm taking it off, but I always put my little clip-ons back here. I want to read the outline. Now, these descriptions that I'm reading, if you want, they can come with the piece, okay? Be on a better paper and stuff, but I will put it on the piece. So this is called the scaffolding. Listen to this. The climb of life is like the repairing of a building, patching, fixing, cleaning, scraping. But to reach the places in need of repair, we must have the tools, the equipment to bring us high enough to see our true self. The God factor. What do you see? I like that. That's the scaffolding. Now we know today our theme is love. So how many people know? Don't listen. Don't shout me out. Don't call me about this one. Okay, you might get text. All right. So how many people know when you're in a bad love relationship, a lot of times it's because they at the lower level of the scaffolding, meaning they haven't dealt with what they need to deal with in life. All right, I have somebody thumbs up. Thank you. They're in agreement, right? And they're at lower levels of the scaffolding. They haven't walked up to these levels. And so if you embellish and actually look at this, you are seeing the levels. I love the fact that this is inspired, right? So I love the fact that there's a frame of an older man, if you really look. That's why I said, what do you see? I'm not going to tell you other little things that's in here, but there are other little faces and things that's hidden within this piece. But the frame is the representation of Abba, the Father. Okay, when you paint, you can draw and paint whatever you want to paint. You know, we all have our hidden inspiration, but you don't have to be a Christian to buy it. You just have to realize what you've gone through in the levels of life, right? It's the scaffolding. And you know, it's like going by that building that's kind of messed up and fixing it. And sometimes there are levels in love with it can be patched up, it can be fixed. All right, married people, that's right. You hear that? It can be fixed, it can be patched, right? But then there are relationships, rudimentary relationships, things that you've clicked with and locked into, and you start to realize that, nah, I put so many years in. Listen, don't stay in the relationship just because you put a lot of years in, right? If it's not patchable, it's not fixable, right? You can't rise to your true God-given level, your true destiny, purpose, freedom, fruition. If you can't, don't be in denial. Wipe your tears as you're walking out the door, but let it go. That was free. That was free and inspired. Oh, I got somebody else doing. All right. Yes. Bing me on, y'all. Bing me on. All right. So we're not alone in this. So this is the scaffolding. And every level is a representation of you becoming more what you're supposed to be, more of who you are. And you know what? When you are self-aware, you become more of who you are. Guess what? You're wide open for true love and healthy love. Listen, if you keep on getting patchy people that you got to try to patch and fix and it doesn't work out and all this, okay, freeze. I tell my people this all the time. Put your seatbelt on. I'm getting ready to hit you. You draw what you are. So even though they don't understand, they don't get me, this, that, and the other, but you used to be connected, but we're not, you draw what you are. Something inside of you are drawing those types of men or types of women. Memory check, thought check at this point, right? Oh, really? Yeah. You draw what you are. You draw what you are. We exude our inner self, even when we're trying not to. And those that will watch, those that will listen, those that will really hear you speak, they'll be able to hear what you're exuding from the inside out, right? So the scaffolding is that walk up to levels. If you look The reason why I like this is I see a baseline. Thank you, another ding. Ding me, ding me. All right, let me see. I think it's a ding and something to say. Hold on, I gotta take a break. All right, somebody say, get to it. What is the price of this? All right. Ooh, kind of pushy audience today. That's all right. That's what I like. Okay. It's $75. And I'm doing it just because we're on Rethink. Yeah, it's a Rethink Destiny Assignment Shopping Center, Shopping Corner Sale. Shopping Corner Sale. Yeah. So it's $75. As you raise up to the top, I wanted to show you that it's that white. That white is that peace. Do you know how much, the more you become self-aware, how much peace starts to exude from you? Right? And then you can connect with what you're supposed to connect to in life, right? Doors are starting to be opened and you think it's supernatural. No, it's your inside move, right? You've changed and you're exuding that change. Well, this is a reminder of where you need to be, where you need to go, or where you've gotten to. You can put this on the background. And this again is called the scaffolding, and it is $75 today on Rethink. Yeah, it's usually $150. Yep, this one. This one was a birthing project for real. Okay. Okay. You know, Charmaine's doing her job. That one. She asked me which one, and she showed me, and I was like, yeah, oh, okay, y'all. This is my favorite. It is definitely $100, but listen to me. Listen to me. If you put it on now and say you want it right now, before the end, we got a few more minutes left. Before the end, this is what I'm going to do. I am putting this painting down. I feel like crying. $60. $60. So those of us that were on last week, I talked about it a little bit. This is one of my favorite pieces because it represents me. And it is called I Don't Care. That's right. I don't care. There are times in your life where you've got to get to the point where you just don't care. I just don't care. I just don't care. I just don't care. Yeah, well, why would we say I don't care? Listen, there are mothers that are so worn by running after their children, trying to fix lives, trying to be the mother, the wife. Some of us single moms out there, you watch February 14th, Valentine's Day. I have some single moms loves it, some can't stand it, don't get presents. If I do get presents or I had a relationship, it ended. All of those blends of stuff. And then the men, yes, men, I'm speaking to you, hardworking, trying to do what's right for the family, trying to stick with kids. Come on for the men. Sometimes the men don't get the accolades that they deserve, but I'm going to give it to you. Kings that right, men that's hardworking, trying to help for their children, trying to make ends meet, right? Juggling. Some of us are creators, right? That we end up creating something out of nothing because we're so gifted. We have those businessmen, those entrepreneurs, right? Great father figure, community leaders. Come on. You know what I say? Bring the politician, bring the pastor, bring the leader, bring the doctor, bring the lawyer. Yes, come on. We're talking about this is going to be the information highway. We need people at all walks of life right here, every skin color, every nationality. Come on, click on with us. Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner is giving you more than just some items. We're giving you what, guys? You know what we call it? That moment of time for positive change. Blend it in. All right. So I Don't Care is laid by orange and blue. It is blasting. You'll find the blue piece and then you find those orange highlights specked everywhere. And it's saying, listen, I can't do this. It's over my pay grade. I can't deal with this. It's further than I can be. I can't fix this. And if I can, I'm not putting any more energy, no more time into this. I have got to let it go. So the best way to let it go is I don't care. I don't care. And once you get past not caring and keeping yourself bound down by this and knocked out, oh my gosh, how many of us need to just exhale? That's right. Exhale. Sometimes you have to say, I don't care. Because if I spend any more time, any more seconds, putting myself into this thing that I'm doing, I don't know if there's going to be any more of me left. I don't know if I'm going to be strong enough to withstand the consequences of the things that I'm doing to get it done. That's work. That's your love life. You know, our theme today is about love. So if you've been investing all of your heart and your partner's invested 10% of his, and you see that clock turning, maybe it's time for you to get a piece like this and remind yourself, I don't care. I don't have to stand for this, not one more day. I'm better than this. Men and women alike, this is the piece. You want to get liberated? You want to challenge things in life? This is the piece for you. I don't care. Oh, I forgot to read its statement. I don't care is a compilation of circumstances thrown together as orange screams, the strength and brightness of faith superseding every dilemma in your life. I don't care. That's right. Some screams will supersede every dilemma in your life. If you don't want to scream, join me in that inhale, exhale moment. I don't care. $60. Don't forget, $60. Well, guys, I have been so excited about what we've been experiencing today. And these I have to put back on. I have been extremely excited about what I've been experiencing today, the conversations. Shout out to Marika and others that have been watching, Asia that stands in the gap that also have been watching. Charmaine, let's go for Charmaine. Come on. She's up early in the morning taking care of this. Sometimes when you're juggling stuff, people can't see just how much you're juggling and how hard it is for us to do what we do. But great people do it. They do it well and with a smile on their face. All right. Oh, man, I love to start trouble. Okay, so we're coming down to our last thinking moment for positive change. Thinking moments for positive change. So our last part, because our theme today and our theme paintings have been entrenched in knowing how to walk through love, whether it's the scaffolding, the I don't care moment where we have to let it go, no matter what it is, I want you to understand this thinking moment. Destiny is coming for you. And every time you get on Destiny Assignment Training Center recording or Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner, we don't want to be average. We refuse to be average. And we ask you to join us in this quest. If you want to learn about Destiny Assignment Training Center, just go to destiny-assignment.com. Join us on that journey of knowing what your destiny is and understanding. Our thinking moment says this, that you have destiny waiting for you. Destiny is coming towards you. And all you got to do is take 1, 2 steps towards destiny and meet. And then stand up and see the world through the eyes of your true God-given destiny. Think about that. Destiny will change your life so that you can change others. And whoever doesn't like that, I don't care. I don't care. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, Destiny Assignment Shopping Corner. We'll be right back to you next week. Rohi? Oh, for sharing. Marika, you gotta stop.